This is Coop from GarageGymReviews.com, and today I'm reviewing this.
Hold up.
So this is a TrueForm runner treadmill. What a TrueForm runner treadmill is a non-motorized treadmill. What that means is, it's pretty self-explanatory, but this treadmill uses no motors. It's completely self-propelled. What that means is, once you step on, you decide how fast it goes. There's no buttons or anything like that that causes an electric motor to turn, to move the belt, nothing like that. You move the belt by running on it. That's it. If you remember a couple of years ago, this was actually the treadmill that was introduced at regionals, and it basically took everybody away because it's so much harder than a normal treadmill. Now, sometimes people get confused when I say it's a harder treadmill to run on than a normal treadmill. It's not because it's designed to just be insanely hard. It's designed to improve your running form. That's the whole idea behind TrueForm. They're making a treadmill that's designed to make a runner more efficient. This is at least what people have said, and I kind of feel this myself. This is the most realistic running experience to running on the road. Now, as you likely notice, there's a slight curve on the treadmill going up and then back. And this is one of the first things that stands out to people when they see this treadmill, because it's a unique shape. It's like, why does it have this upward movement? And the reason it's like that is because it has to have an incline in order to propel this belt. If it was just flat and you're running along, you wouldn't be able to really move the belt. The incline helps, but the incline also helps with improving your form. If you're a heel striker and sit in the back of your seat when you run, or have bad form where you're just striking your heel every time you run, then this is going to be an absolutely awful machine to run on. And it's not because it's designed to be hard, it's because it's designed to reward those with good form and hurt those with bad form. So then the next question becomes, Coop, why would I want a treadmill that is harder to run on than another treadmill? It's because you want to have the best form possible. If you're just looking for a hard workout, there's a whole lot of ways to do that. But I'm not just looking to, say, squat 500 pounds one time. My goal is to squat 500 pounds for a long period of time and continue to be able to squat later on in my life. So if that's the case, then I want to improve my form in the squat. The same is said about my running form. If I enjoy running, which I do, if I want to run now and do well, but I also want to run later on in life, then I probably need to improve my form. Or if you're an athlete and you're looking to be the most efficient possible and you're looking to compete in different sports that involve this sort of movement, then you want to have the best form possible. And that's why I think the TrueForm Runner is the best motorless treadmill. Now, don't get me wrong, the TrueForm Runner is not for everybody. There's no doubt about it, okay? There's actually some top-level games athletes that prefer the Assault Air Runner. The reason they prefer it is because it's easier to run on. Now, that's a personal preference. I don't just want something that's easy to run on, I want something that's going to completely improve my form. Now, one thing to understand about the TrueForm Runner is not only is it designed to improve your running form, it's also the most overbuilt piece of equipment in my gym, okay? If Concept 2 made a treadmill, this would be a Concept 2 treadmill. This is how they would make it. It's overbuilt. It requires little to no maintenance. I've had to do no maintenance on this. I don't plan to do any maintenance. There's no motors or gears or anything like that. And it's just built like a tank. Now, when I say that the TrueForm Runner is overbuilt, I truly mean it. If you look at everything from the bottom to the top, it's just absolutely overdone. If you look at the side of the machine on the bottom, there's these weld beads that run along it. This is hand welded. It's not like machines are welding these, but the weld beads are just perfect, like in alignment. It's just overbuilt and beautiful. If you compare this to some other runners that are out there, other treadmills, they just can't compare in regards to the build quality. There's a few unique features about the TrueForm Runner, and the first one is the belt. This belt can be customized from anything from the rubber that's standard, and I like this because it's firm. It doesn't have a lot of cushion, but it's more cushion than say running on the concrete outside. The belt can also be customized with green turf. So the way I see this kind of in the future is, why are NFL players warming up on the sidelines with a quad dominant bike when they could be using their cleats on a turf treadmill that moves itself? Okay, this is something that I think the NFL and some other organizations should implement for their players to warm up, rather than using things that are movements that they don't really use on the field. The next one is a red running track. You can actually put a track and use track spikes on this. So if somebody's training for track or anything like that and want to do some indoor training, this is perfect for that. The next area of customization is actually the paint that's used. What comes standard is a black powder coat paint. It's really strong. It blends in well with, say, if you use a Rogue Power Rack or anything like that. It blends in really well, and it doesn't show much, scarring or anything like that. It's just made to take a beating. But you can also customize it with various colors. So there's been gyms that have customized them with their gym's colors, or companies that use them in their fitness centers that customize them with their logos, everything like that. They can use these in all different colors. I've seen camo. So it's also a very customizable treadmill for whatever the purpose is that you want it for. Now, the way the treadmill moves is on these individual bearings. So basically it's just got hundreds of bearings that roll along the side that then lock into the belt, and that's what allows it to turn. I mean, everything about this, it's an all metal construction inside and out, and it's made to last and be smooth. It has a really consistent feeling, but it's not overly done. So what that means is you're not gonna be running and suddenly fly off of it when you're done, like some others that include flywheels or other mechanisms to keep the belt moving. The TrueForm Runner also has an optional monitor. To be honest, this is one of the areas that I think the TrueForm lacks. I think they could do a much better job with the monitor, because it only shows some basic metrics. It shows your pace, your speed, your distance, and your time. I think for people that want to use this for CrossFit, having calories and maybe some other metrics, think about, say, a Concept 2 performance monitor PM5 being stuck to one of these, where it has a global leaderboard and everything like that you can track how you're doing against other people in different intervals, and track your calories and all these different things. I think that's the next iteration of the TrueForm. I think if they improve upon that, I can't think of a whole lot of other things that I say that needs to be improved upon the TrueForm other than the monitor. Finally, the question that you're probably asking is, Coop, which machine should I get? Should I get this? Should I get the Assault Air Runner? Should I get the Woodway Curve? Or should I get a standard treadmill? Now, among those options, I certainly wouldn't choose a standard treadmill. I've used standard treadmills. They're a bear to maintain. They don't last. They don't mimic true running. I would just stay away from those. Out of the next three, the Woodway Curve, the TrueForm Runner, and the Assault Air Runner, well, just a couple things of note. One, the Woodway Curve includes a flywheel that helps the belt continue to spin. This is something that many people have said they don't like, and it's why they achieve like these, unrealistic speeds. It also has a greater curve that's more unnatural. The Woodway Curve is certainly a great machine, but I don't think it's a TrueForm Runner. It's not designed to improve your running form. It's not designed, to help in that manner, okay? It's an enjoyable, treadmill to use. I've run on them quite a bit. My old gym used to have one, and I liked it. That's the one that I used when I was there, but when comparing that to the TrueForm Runner, I prefer the TrueForm Runner. Now the next one, this is the big comparison. Should I get an Assault Air Runner, the new, hot thing that's gonna be used in the CrossFit Games and used in all these areas, or should I get the TrueForm Runner? Well, here's what I have to say. One, the Assault Air Runner is a good treadmill, okay, and it's cheaper. One thing that I do prefer about the Assault Air Runner versus the TrueForm Runner is the monitor. The monitor on the Air Assault Runner is a better monitor because it tracks more metrics, and it's more user-friendly for people that, say, do CrossFit. Many people that are gonna use these in their home gyms. But the Air Assault Runner is not designed to improve your running form. Now, for some people, that's what they want. They want a runner that's just gonna allow them to continue to use their own running form. And if that's what you want, then you're probably gonna wanna stick to the Assault Air Runner. I'm just being honest. But if you want a runner, a treadmill that's going to improve your running form, is gonna be the most overbuilt machine there is, and also has a lot of customization options, then the TrueForm Runner is the one I would choose without a doubt. I'm not gonna try and tell you like this is a cheap machine or like, everybody's gonna be able to afford it. But what I see with this is something that if you're gonna spend money on a machine of this size, you might as well just get the best one you can because it's gonna last long, it's gonna have great resale value, it's just gonna last for you. Like it's gonna perform and perform well. Their customer service is great, okay? And it's just a great machine, okay? So this is one of those areas where you get what you pay for, okay? The more you spend to a certain level is gonna get you a better machine. And you're not gonna have any maintenance with these. They're gonna last a long time. It's gonna improve your running form. And you're gonna be a better runner because of it, and it's gonna last for your entire life. So this has been Coop with GarageGymReviews.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoy this thing. I think I'd like to see more people with it in the garage gyms. I know it's expensive, but it's the best one that's out there. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.